Hey, good afternoon, YouTubers over here at Morris Reserve in Bellbrook. It's about 15-20 minute drive from my house. Just out in this little meadow here up in the woods. It's like a 200-300 acre reserve. Used to be somebody's big farm 15-20 years ago. So I'm just looking at these beautiful flowers. I'm not sure what these are. If anybody knows, you can let me know. That's the purple cone flower, and for the life of me, I can't think of the name of these black-eyed daisies or something, yellow black-eyed daisies or something, but I do know that one, purple cone flower, and I'm not sure about this one here. So if anybody happens to know the name of that plant, I've hardly ever seen that in the wild, so this is quite common here. It's very beautiful. I'll get a close-up of it. So up here taking a short walk. There's a heavy rain in the area. Flood watch and warning. This is a meadow trail. So, and once again, I'm just shooting this with my cell phone, so the stability, and I'm stepping, and the bounciness, hopefully it doesn't drive you too crazy. As like I said, as I get come along and get more experience with things, I'll maybe purchase a better setup or something, who knows. Right now I'm just working with what I have and getting started with all this. So yeah, totally new to doing anything on YouTube, or just decide to go for it and try to develop a channel and start with what I have and quit making excuses. Anyhow, that's a little meadow back through there. Now we're coming into the woods. There's supposed to be, should be a little swinging bridge up here that they put in the past year and a half or so. So I think it was last spring or something that it was put in. So we're coming into the woods. The deer flies aren't too bad today, so you can see how it changed from back there, all that greenery and brush, to as you come deeper into the more mature old growth woods. Then it's more shaded, so it's much more open, which I kind of prefer. I don't like a lot of underbrush. Usually there's mosquitoes and deer flies, but so far not so bad, even though it's been fairly wet. This has been one of the wettest, wetter Ohio's that I can, weather in Ohio that I can remember. So wettest, wetter summers. So it seems like it's been raining. There are little trails everywhere. It's basically 2 or 3 trails. There's a low trail and a high trail and a middle trail here. One of them goes through a big field, about 100-acre field of prairie down there. So I'm up at the top on the back side of the trail system in the woods section. So half of it's field and half of it's woods. So it's pretty nice if anybody'd like to come over and check it out, or if you enjoy this video. I try to get out and do these types of things all the time, especially in the winter when I'm off work. Right now I'm working, so I don't get out as much as I like to. I do a lot, try to get out on the bike more often, because it's fun and enjoyable. Because as soon as winter comes, biking's not as enjoyable with all the snow and cold we get here in Ohio. So even though it seems to be getting a little nicer each winter or so, but it's still got a long ways to go for me, because I would prefer 70 and 80 all the time. So, oh, there's the bridge I'm coming up to. So that, like I said, they just put it in to help people, I guess, get across the ravine. So it's pretty nice little swinging bridge here. So we'll go down to that. Like I said, there's 3 or 4 trails that come into this. And then you get I don't think it has a name. It may. Somebody's probably called it something, but it's the only bridge out here. They have a little natural AMPA type theater where they, I guess, teach kids about the nature, have speeches, or people can meet, and they have some rocks and stuff. It's on the other side of the hill. I thought I'd see it as well, but maybe on the way back. But for now, this is what you get to see. So it's pretty nice. They've got this one wrapped up pretty tight when I was a kid, and they made a swinging bridge. It really, you could really get it rocking. They almost flip upside down and throw you out of it. But today, with all the safety standards and technology, they've got big thick steel cables here. I'm sure it'll hold quite a bit of weight. I had one not half that thick, and it held, I think, 10,000 pounds. I used to have a zip line on it. So I'm sure this would, you could probably almost drive your car over it if it would fit. And they've got a big nylon rope. It looks like it's about 1 3/4 inches plus. So they got 4 of these steel cables, 2 on each side on the bottom and 2 on the top plus. So it's very well supported. It wiggles, as you can see. I'll get it wiggling here, but not too much. I'm a couple 100 pounds, so I can get it moving, but it feels pretty safe and stable. So, and then that's the ravine that goes down the hill there. A little bit of a creek. It looks like it mainly runs only when it's wet and raining out. So, but yeah, it's real nice back here. I just wanted to share my little outdoors adventure this afternoon. Dropped off my trailer to get it looked at. The brakes had went out, so was driving by this place, thought I'd stop and walk around a little bit and take you along with me, and hopefully you will enjoy it as I have. There's a big old boulder. It's let's see, that's I'll give you a size on that. It's about, I would say, 4 feet, 4.5 feet long, and 3 feet wide, so it's pretty big. Probably 1,500 pounds or 2,000 pounds possibly. So yeah, it's been here a long time, and looks like it'll be staying here a long time. So, and then we're sorry about I get yapping and looking down on the trail and not paying attention. So where I'm running the camera, so up here's a little field. I'll take you to it. Over here it looks like people's been walking out to it. I don't know that there's a trail over here, but we'll go. There's I don't know if it goes anywhere, but I'll take you over there. You can look across this field here. We're at the top of the hill on the back side of the woods. So it's a big open field, and looks like another 100-acre field. Probably an old farm field where they had corn and soybeans and that type of stuff. Because this is primarily a farming area in between Spring Valley and Bellbrook. Them are kind of small villages or towns. Bellbrook's becoming a bit bigger, but Spring Valley's still small. So you can see some of the old trees here. It's been around for hundreds of years. I would bet that's 600-800 years old, possibly. Be a guess. I guess you don't know until you cut the rings and cut it down and count the rings on the tree. So speaking of that, there's a couple logs here. I don't know if you can kind of, that one's old, so you can't really see. I was going to show you the end of that, but it's an older tree, so we'll go this way. So basically there's just a series of loops up here. You can't really get lost. I mean, the whole trail system's probably maybe 3-4 miles long, 5 maybe if you did everything, so it's not really that big. So it's pretty friendly to come as long as you can get up and down a few of the hills. But as you see, the trail's pretty well groomed and wide, and I wouldn't say it's wheelchair friendly. Certain parts of it is, but so yeah. There's a buckeye tree right there, so it's a small one, so it won't have any buckeyes on it, but that's a buckeye tree, which is our state nuts, and I don't know I would assume it's the state tree as well, but I always used to collect the buckeyes when I was young, and still do. Every year I go out and get a few of them, a couple pocketfuls, and bring them back to the house and make things with it or give it away, because buckeyes are supposed to be lucky, and so if you believe in that kind of stuff, I think it's a good thought. So if you want to give somebody some good luck, give them a buckeye. So that's the park boundary there. So it says where we're at. So it's park boundary, private, beyond this sign. So Bellbrook Sugar Creek Park District. So we're at the end of this system, even though there's more woods over there to go. Down there, if you can hear the noise of the cars, that's 725, which if you go to the right up the road, it goes to Bellbrook, and if you go left, it goes down to Spring Valley. So, and when you're on the road, you can't see up here because of how thick the woods is. So now in the fall, when the leaves all drop, which will be about 2 to 3 months, there won't be any leaves on the trees anymore. Because of winter, the weather gets cold, and everything you see turns brown, and there won't be any leaves. You'll be able to look up at the sky. So that's for you in the Philippines that's never seen snow or seen anything like that. Then yeah, all this will change. Right now it's sort of like the Philippines, very tropical. Today's about 90 and 75 degree humidity, and feels like it could rain any time. So that's the difference in Ohio. And now in January, about 6 months from now or less, 5 months, it could be 0 and 6 inches of snow out here. So that's how much Ohio can vary. And in between all of that, the weather will go up and down. One day will be 80, another day will be 60, and so we have a lot of changing weather here over the next 3 or 4 months as the seasons change. So yeah, I suppose there's stability control on my phone, but I have, like I said, have to figure all this out, and appreciate everybody watching and bearing with me while I learn the YouTube game and making the videos, and hopefully the quality's not too bad. I got a kind of a fancy phone, so hopefully the pictures are good, and just a matter of the operator. Got a smartphone, but need a little better operator, so you can hear the cars there. See them kind of drive through in the distance. That's about 600 feet away, not very far. And we're up here in the woods, and this is one of the natural staircases they provided or made. So they just brought some rock in, or maybe harvested it out of the woods, and or up at the old farmhouse, and they put it in so people could walk up out of the mud and up through the trail. So this would be an obstacle if you couldn't walk very well. You may have a difficult time here, but fortunately not for me, not yet. So well, we're ended there, and I just wanted to share this with you. I appreciate you hanging in there with me. Feel free to comment and like and subscribe, and we'll talk at you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.